Welcome back to Choose Love or Choose Aloha in Hawaii. I'm Uncle Tony Silva of the Brothers.
E komo mai, I'm Auntie Dawn. And together, we're Choose Aloha champions with you. Champions always choose Aloha because Aloha always wins.
Today, let's tackle the greatest liar of all time, fear.
Wow, that got kind of serious, fast and furious.
Yes, because fear is a liar, but we all deal with it on the daily, one way or another, either on our own or someone else's.
Last time we said courage is doing the right thing even when you're scared. And scared means you're afraid. We talked about Hawaiian heroes, King Kamehameha, Queen Liliuokalani. Did they have fear as they fought for their lives? I mean, he faced enemies in mortal combat. She faced gunpoint. Obviously, yes. But courage is fear that has said its prayers.
Today may be a GOAT lesson. Greatest of all time lessons you'll ever learn. How to be a hero by handling fear. First of all, fear is normal and it's important.
It's very important. So have no fear. We all have fear. Ironic, right? You get that? You get that? Have no fear.
We
all
swimming,
have
Dory. Keep
fear.
swimming, Dory. Keep swimming.
Okay. So fear is very important. And it's because our brains are just sending us alarms or alerts, little signals to keep us safe. You may have heard of fight, flight, or freeze.
Yeah.
They're automatic responses to potential threats, like a shark attack or an oncoming car speeding at you. You pick fight, flight, or freeze. It saves your life. Unless it's a baby shark. Baby shark.
Dory, stay on topic. Stay on topic.
Okay,
You're doing great.
I'm
You're
back.
doing great.
And it can save your life. Since fear is that important, let's look at where it comes from. The source of fear is your brain.
Your brain is a supercomputer, like a cell phone. Imagine, if you didn't know how to turn it on, you couldn't make calls, or send texts, or use apps. Lose money, right? This supercomputer is just a dead brick.
But if you do know how, then your supercomputer works for you and it becomes a superpower. So let's understand your brain.
So kids, check this out. Our brains have three parts that work together. It helps us to understand what it is when it's a threat or when there is not a threat.
The first part is the reptilian or lizard brain. Here in Hawaii, we call that the mo'o. It's in charge of basic body functions like breathing, your heartbeat, and even your body temperature. It always works. It never sleeps. Hello, otherwise you would die. And it's the first part that responds to danger. It's the fastest to respond. So it's not no lazy lizard. This is a mastermind mo'o.
Next part of our brain is a mammalian, and we call it the numbat. The numbat is a cute furry mammal in Australia down under. This part is in charge of emotions and social behavior. How you gonna act? That's the numbat. Plus, it helps you decide between right and wrong. For you teens and tweens, it can feel like you're riding an emotional roller coaster.
And last is the front brain. It's right here near the forehead. It's called the prefrontal cortex, human or primate brain. This part is in charge of your clear thinking, decision making, and your problem solving. It's the smart part. It's the nerd. And it's in charge of all your imagination and planning. This is where you learn language and self-control too.
Sole, stop it. Tongan, turia.
Okay. Very advanced. Thank you, Uncle Tony.
That's your language and self-control lesson for today. And it may save your life. Sole, stop it. Tongan, turia.
All right. And that would save your life. So what? Now what?
So what? Now what? Chicka-choo.
Right where you are, class. We'll explain this together using our hands. Go ahead and hold up one hand. First part of the brain again is the lizard or mo'o. Basic body functions, it's right here. It looks like a brainstem. It's your fight, flight, or freeze, alarms, and alerts.
Nice. Second part of your brain is mammal or animal, and we call it an animal from Australia. Do you remember what animal? Numbat. Yes, fun to say it right. Numbat. This part of our brain controls emotions and social interaction. It's like your brain's social media app. Fun, right?
And the last is the front part of your brain. So you curl the numbat, you nudge that numbat. What is it called again, the front part? The human, yes. This is the smart part, although we definitely need all the parts. It's in charge of decision making, clear thinking, helps you to have self-control before you get into a fight or saying something you'll regret later.
Oh, that's good. So this is how we do it. Leave the lizard, nudge the numbat, and hug the human.
Leave the lizard so you don't get reactive, nudge the numbat so you don't get all emo, and hug the human so you're in full control. That's how you choose Aloha, because Aloha always wins.
So good. This way, instead of flipping your lid or flipping the top or flipping it, go ahead and hug the human and flip your script.
I love it. We all know that when we lose our temper, we lose.
Flip the script and win instead.
Here's a question for you. Can you remember a time this week when you felt fear? How did your body let you know?
Oh, you know what, Don? I was watching one of these real stories on top of my Instagram account, a haunted
reel?
house that looked really, really real. No, seriously, for real. And I felt I felt my heart racing, and I had sweaty palms. I was breathing fast, and I felt really nauseous. No, serious.
Classic signs and alarms that your body's telling you that fear is escalating in your body and brain. Great warning signals, but only for a short time, because if we're fearful, anxious, or stressed for a long time, those same effects become very negative and even toxic.
It's like soaking your shirt in Clorox too long to destroy it.
Exactly. Long-term fear or anxiety is harmful to our immunity system. You get more sick more fast and more often, and your digestion, it hurts, like stomach cramps and even ulcers. Here's another question. Can you tell if someone else is feeling fear? How?
Oh, you know the lady on that reel that I was watching? I could tell that she was scared, man, because her eyes got huge and she was breathing fast and her body was tensing up and almost like she was going to fight or something, you know? So, except she was hugging herself and withdrawing from that situation.
Correct again. We're all different, so our bodies react differently to fear. On your Google Classroom discussion thread, write out your top 5 fears and how your body responds when you feel fear.
Why? Because when you name it, you tame it. Naming your emotions and noticing how your body responds to fear are 2 ways to get over it. Easy, right? Name it, tame it.
You move from fear to courage. Hey, today we talked about some brain science, but really, it's just simple common sense. We can apply this whenever we start getting anxious or nervous, even afraid. You can use your brave breaths or rest and relax. Well, that's it for today. Until next time, I'm Auntie Dawn.
And I'm Uncle Tony Silva of the Brothers. Keep choosing Aloha, because Aloha always wins. Aloha!